Well, good afternoon, everybody, and all the friends of Newberg Animal Shelter. How are you tonight? It is Wine and Whiskers season, and we could not be more excited. I'm auctioneer Patrick. Couldn't be happier to be with you today. I'm joined by our co-chair from Wine and Whiskers, and specifically the Newberg Animal Shelter friends, the one and only Barb Lipinski. How are you, Barb?
Well, I'm well. Thank you, Patrick. Thanks
That's
for
awesome. We've got a great event coming up, but as people start tuning in, I do want to let them say, hey, be sure to say hello in the chat and feel free to ask any questions that come up as we go through today's program. We're talking all things wine and whiskers today, friends. So I know you've got some questions. Fire them in that chat box, and everyone participating in our chat today will automatically be entered to win a $25 Amazon gift card right here during the live program. So make sure you say hello. We'd love to chat back at you. We'll see that you're chiming in and saying hello. And it should be a lot of fun. So Barb, it's here. It's going to be a great event. Tell me how you feel.
Oh, well, we feel great. We're ready. We wish it were coming soon. I mean, it is coming soon. It's coming a week from tomorrow, the live event. So we're ready. We're looking forward to seeing everyone and so excited to celebrate our 10th anniversary of doing Wine and Whiskers.
Are you kidding me? Is this number 10?
Yep, it is for us. Actually, we've probably done more, but it wasn't named Wine and Whiskers until 10 years ago.
So this is a monumental, this is a celebration for a toast. And what a better event to have a toast at than Wine and Whiskers.
Exactly. Yeah, we're excited.
It's going to be awesome. Hey, tickets are still available, as I understand it, correct?
Yes, we can still please go out there, look for the tickets. They're at wineandwhiskers.org, and be sure and spell out the word and.
Just like that.
Andwhiskers.org. Yep. And it's going to be great. We're going to have a really beautiful facility in the Cultural Center in Newberg. It's in the ballroom, so we have plenty of room. So please, if anyone hasn't bought your ticket yet, go get it.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of our good friends, Brian, is in the house chiming in, excited for another Wine and Whiskers. I bet you are, Brian. Get ready to get that bid card up, bid high and bid often. And it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful event as we celebrate our 10th anniversary. So, Barb, an event like this doesn't happen without sponsors, and you guys have a wonderful collection of sponsors.
Yeah, we have our consistently great sponsors, the vets. It's Newberg Animal Hospital and Family Pet Clinic. They're just always behind us and always great sponsors. We have a new one this year, American Steel, and we really welcome them to the family. And Tail Wagon and Laurel Acre Kennels, they're always great sponsors. Barking Dog Winery is not new to us. We've had them a couple of years, but we love them, and they're sponsoring a lot of the wine for the evening. Bobbin and Needle, First Federal Bank, JK Paint, NARA Vet Clinic also, and Old Town Bar and Grill. These are all just great sponsors that we love working with every year.
Absolutely. And Chehalem Cultural Center also.
The Cultural Center, yes, all the time they give us such great service and a discounted rate because we're a nonprofit. They have a beautiful facility that the town of Newberg is very lucky to have. So we're happy to have our event there.
Yeah, it's a special place, and I love Old Town Bar and Grill. That'll be when I get to Newberg, I always plan my visits to Newberg to make sure I can get to Old Town Bar and Grill.
Yeah, they're great.
They're fun people there, and they do some great stuff. So that is awesome. What an incredible group of donors and sponsors. You also had, you've got such a big auction component of this event.
Yes.
I know you want to shout out to all the donors that provided live auction and silent auction.
Absolutely. Well, we couldn't do this auction without the donors.
Right.
We've had incredible cooperation from the whole run of businesses in Newberg and Dundee and even farther beyond. We have all kinds of wineries that give us wine and tastings and support us in other ways as well. Plus all kinds of really cool donations, either restaurants or items that we can use, or stays in different kinds of like hotels or Airbnbs. It's just a really great collection. We have art, we have woodworking. I mean, it'll be a fun event to
Oh, it'll
everybody.
be awesome. It'll be awesome. And hey, Barb, I know you're intimate with all the workings of the Newberg Animal Shelter, being a 501c3 and all that you are. Give me a sense of the dollars that are raised over the next 8, 9 days. Give me a sense of how the shelter will use those to improve the lives of so many animals.
This is our largest fundraiser of the year, and it just goes to the general operations of the shelter. We couldn't operate without these funds. As you all know, costs are up across the board, everything. It doesn't matter what, supplies or medicine or fees, or just everybody has higher costs right now, and it means the higher the costs, the more budget money we need. So
Yeah.
Wine and Whiskers is our biggest fundraiser, just to be able to bring in the animals, service, do the service to the customer. Like if an animal needs medical care, we give it to them. We don't worry about the cost. We just get the medical care.
Yeah.
And then we do a certain amount of medicine ourselves, vaccinations. I mean, all of this costs money.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No, it definitely doesn't. And it has been a crazy time in our world, as we all know. And I know you probably had more animals become available too, haven't you?
Oh,
That need
yeah.
your assistant.
Yeah. I mean, it of course there's ups and downs, but most of the time we're pretty full.
Yeah.
And there's such a need. There's so many strays, and there's animals that get dumped literally,
Ah,
uh, or we bring in transports if we can, and we don't give up on that animal. They're not all young little puppies. Some of them are older and less attractive, if you will. But we
yeah.
find everyone homes, and we keep them until we do find them a home and they can
Yeah.
get adopted. So it's wonderful work if you love animals. It's just sometimes frustrating, because you wonder why this cute little dog is in your kennel still after 5 months, but then the next month he goes to a home. So it's
Yeah.
really rewarding.
Well, in fact, Mary just chimed in and she got two amazing kitties from
Aw,
Newberg Animal
thank you,
Shelter. So
Mary. Thank
thank
you
you
for
so
coming.
very much, Mary. And Mary's tuning in from Facebook today, which is fantastic. And Mary, I'm going to encourage you, jump on wineandwhiskers.org, and you can see all the amazing things that we have associated with the event this year, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And Mary, thank you so much for taking care of those kitties.
Yes,
That's
thank
awesome.
you.
And we also had Mary. I'm going to say Marion Wilson
Oh, yes,
chiming
we
in.
know Marianne Wilson.
Yeah, we can't wait to see her at Wine and Whiskers. Get that bid card ready. It's always helpful, Barb, if we can get people to do a couple of calisthenics with their bid card. If you can just get to where you're used to raising it
Yeah,
high, so you
right.
don't hurt your arm that night. You got to, little conditioning between now
Well,
and
I
the
can
event.
remember you practiced with everyone last year, so
Absolutely,
we'll
absolutely.
practice again, Patrick.
Yeah, we will. Hey, speaking of that, Barb, how about I dive in and show people how they can get involved today
Awesome.
to help the shelter, huh?
Okay.
Let's go ahead and share my screen, and away we go. It'll be awesome. We'll put us over there in the corner where we belong, and folks, it just doesn't get any easier. If you're tuning in from somewhere other than the auction website right now, all you have to do is go to wineandwhiskers.org. And folks, that's the year-round URL for the Wine and Whiskers event supporting the Newberg Animal Shelter. So you don't have to worry about some complicated URL. Wineandwhiskers.org. It's up year-round. You can always get the latest and greatest information right there. And right now, it couldn't be more exciting because it is the online auction opened earlier today. So I'm going to jump right on here. When you go to the website, you're going to see an opportunity. Mine says sign in here because I'm a registered user. And I'm logged out right this second on this screen, but it would normally say, it says register right here, Barb. And I always encourage folks, if you want to keep up with what's going on at the Newberg Animal Shelter and what's happening with Wine and Whiskers, register regardless, right? Because
Right.
it's a great way for you to stay in touch with the organization and get an opportunity to know what's going on with the event. We keep you in the loop on everything that's happening and cool things happening there at the shelter. So once you've done that, you will receive an email from our friends at Octria. I think the best nonprofit benefit auction platform available. And the folks at Octria will send you an email to confirm your email address and make sure we have all your correct contact information. And they'll also give you some instructions at that point, Barb, on how to download the Octria bidding app, right?
Right.
And that is, I know you're a big fan of the bidding app. I know you're on there all the time, and it's a great way to have all the action of the auction, action, right in your hand. So make sure that you download the app and you get started right that way, folks. Now, as we get started, I want to share with you that we do have 3 types of auctions associated with Wine and Whiskers. We have our online only auction, which is something that anybody can participate. You do not have to have a ticket to participate in our online auction. And then at the event, when you get there to the Chehalem Cultural Center next Saturday on the 17th, we have a silent auction, the traditional paper bidding silent auction. Pretty nostalgic for a guy like me. I love to see a little silent auction to entertain the guests during the social hour. It's fantastic. And then we'll have our live auction when I get to talk really fast and people get to fly those big cards. It's going to be awesome. But you can check out all 3 on the website right now. And here's what I want to tell you. Once you're on the website, as Barb said, tickets and tables are still available right now, friends. So jump on there, get your tickets. If you don't have a ticket to join us next week, I think it's the social event of the year. It's so important to Newberg Animal Shelter, and it's just a fun event. If you've always wondered if you could get to Wine and Whiskers, now would be the time. Jump on there, click on the paw print with the tickets and tables, and you can buy your tickets right now. Now, we have all 3 of our auctions available for you to check out. As I mentioned, you can only bid online on the online auction. So I'm going to click on that first, and I want to walk through, Barb, because we all want to support Newberg Animal Shelter, but we also like to get a good deal, right?
You bet.
Today is the day, folks. There's over 100, and I think I saw 119 packages, and I know our good buddy Deb is going to be adding some more packages over the few days coming up. So keep checking back because there's going to be new stuff. But already nearly 120 packages, and everything started at $10 bids today. So that isn't that a deal? The exciting part about it, and I always stress this to folks, is today's the day to get in there and start bidding. Some people tell me, well, if it stays open till next Sunday, the 18th, starting at noon, why would I bid today? Well, I'm going to share with you why. Okay. So let's dive in here. There are some amazing packages here. I just love these charcuterie boards that you guys have each year. Now, this is a relative of yours. Is that right, Barb?
That is, yes, that is our nephew.
That is your nephew. Okay. And I have like 2 or 3 of them now over the last 3 years. And I'm not going to be bidding on any charcuterie boards today because I just have not got, but I love displaying them because I think they're just gorgeous pieces of art. And it's awesome. But here's a cool package right here. Dundee Hills Stay with Tastings and Wine. Let's check out that package. So when I dive in here, Barb, it will tell me everything that I need to know. Okay.
Right.
First and foremost, it's going to tell you that bidding ends in 9 days plus bid extension. And this is where I want to explain to folks that we treat the online auction at Wine and Whiskers just like I treat a live auction, where I don't say sold until people quit bidding. Okay. And what I mean by that is, yes, we have a target time of 12 noon on Sunday, May 18th. But if somebody's bidding in the last 5 minutes, we're going to keep it open until the bidding stops. So we call it bid extension. And what that happens is if an item receives a bid within the last 5 minutes, so from 11:55 a.m. until noon, if a single item receives a bid, it will notify the bidder who got outbid, and it will extend our closing time on that item only, Barb,
Yeah.
another 5 minutes. Okay. So if you're making plans for next Sunday, the 18th, and you're going to be bidding in our online auction, make sure you have the mobile app, because you want to be able to keep bidding if somebody pushes you to the last possible time, and it goes into bid extension. Okay. Now, the next thing I want to share with you is that you can read the whole description of everything about the package right here. This package is valued at $550. Wow, this is amazing. This is a 2-night stay in a studio apartment nestled in the heart of picturesque Dundee Hills wine country. The exclusive package includes delightful wine tastings for two at Knutson Vineyard and Caprice Vineyards, allowing you to savor the flavors of the region. Wow, what an amazing package. And it looks to me like you guys were involved in this one.
Yeah, we donated it. So my husband.
I just happened to pick the one you were involved in. I'm sorry. I didn't even realize I did that when I did it.
No, that's fine. I'm glad to get the word out.
Yeah, well, no, this is awesome. What an incredible package. Right now, it says current high bid is $10 by Lindley, but I'm sorry, Lindley, I want it more than you do, evidently. And the nice thing is, I'd love to get it for $20, Barb, but I feel like a thief. But at the same time, my point is, I have the ability, because we have proxy bid enabled here, Barb. What I am going to do is I'm going to place a bid higher than that minimum bid. And what it's going to do is it's going to allow the computer to place the lowest bid. It keeps me in the lead. Okay.
Yeah.
And as other people bid against me, it will increase my bid to keep me in the lead. Now, the powerful point about that, Barb, is that when I place that proxy bid, it considers my bid is in first. So if I bid, I'm going to bid $100, okay, and I have it placed as a proxy bid. My hope is that Lindley didn't put a proxy bid in. Maybe she did. We'll see what happens. Okay. But it will make my high bid $20. And then if somebody comes in and bids against me, it will take me to their number, not above their number, but to their number.
Okay, I get it.
Be in the lead. So when you think about it, Barbie, if I just bid 20 here and Lindley bid 30, then I would have to be bid 40 to be in the lead. But because I'm using proxy bid, if I have the lead at 20 and she bids 30, it'll say, Lindley, your bid's no good because Patrick's already at 30. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
So that helps me save money while supporting Newberg Animal Shelter. So let's go ahead and place it at $100. You're always going to get a little warning here. Make sure you meant to bid up to a maximum of $100. Every now and then I add an extra zero, make a mistake. It's okay. But here we go. So I click OK. Now, so here's the perfect example. Lindley did not have a proxy bid. She only bid $10. So I currently have the high bid at $20, and then it tells me this bid will automatically be raised to $100 to ensure you stay as the high bidder when you are bid against, right? So the next bid must be $30. So if they bid 30, it'll place my $30 bid ahead of whoever bids after me. Okay. Yeah. So this is really cool. And, you know, the nice thing, Deb does such a wonderful job putting things into Octria. Big shout out to our buddy Deb Warden.
She's great.
Yeah, she's awesome. And I love working with Deb. But in this case, she's put links. So if you want to learn more about Caprice Vineyards, or you want to learn more about Knutson Vineyards, you can click on here. It'll take you to those websites. And then this is what we call a basket item, Barb. So it actually includes 3 elements donated by other people. So we put it all in one basket, but there were actually 3 donors that made up this basket. So each one of the donations has its special little link that you can check out just that item that is part of this big basket, right?
Right.
So that's cool. And then it's always fun to know who you're bidding against, right? So
Yep.
I do want to mention to you, because I know some people are shy, right? Or they don't want people to know who they're bidding, who's bidding. If that's the case, when you register, Barb, you have the option to create a nickname. Okay.
Right.
And so I think it would be just awesome at Wine and Whiskers if people use their pet names. Wouldn't that be fun to see them
Yeah.
bid? You think your pets are bidding, or maybe you know, any nickname you think. Maybe it has to do with wine. Maybe your favorite winery, you're going to be the bidder. That's going to be your name, or maybe
Yeah.
you're just rosé, or maybe you're just Chardonnay, whatever it might be.
Well,
Right?
we get some really funny names. I
Yeah,
see
yeah,
them all, so it's
yeah.
hilarious.
It's awesome. It's awesome. So yeah, if you're a little shy and you don't want to see your name on the bidding window, go ahead and use one of those nickname options when you're registering. All right. And if ever you decide you want to change it, just go to my account, right? And you
Mhm.
can, and I think you can also do it here, your profile, and you can go in there and change your nickname, right? So
Right.
it's a lot of fun. The other thing I want to draw attention to while we're here, Barb, is that I want to make sure, you know, we all love Newberg Animal Shelter, right? Uh,
Yeah.
but there's some things on here that maybe people who aren't familiar with Newberg Animal Shelter would find really, really interesting and exciting to bid on. Okay.
Right. Uh-huh.
So, so as we reach out and we hit the whole Newberg Animal Shelter community, I'm going to encourage those folks when they're looking through the items and they see an item that reminds them of somebody that they think would really enjoy that item, uh, go ahead and grab the little paper clips here and link it, and you can send via your email or you can share it via your text if you're looking on the mobile app. Just that one item, right? And say,
Right.
hey, I saw this item and I thought of you, right? Because all their money will still buy pet food, still pay for veterinarian services and everything else,
Right.
right?
Exactly.
So, and they don't need a ticket to participate, Barb. So it's really a great way. You can also do it with your social media. So when you see the Facebook icon right here, I think most people don't realize it, but if you click on that, it's going to create a custom post for your page of that item, right? So it's on the Patrick Cyber page and it is promoting this item. So this is a great way to say, hey, saw this
Yeah.
package. Wonderful opportunity for somebody. We're going to be, you know, we live in Dundee. Maybe I'm not going to, you know, stay somewhere, but here's a wonderful package and you'd be helping a great cause. Post it
Right.
out to your social media. Let's spread the word about what's going on and the
It's great.
incredible opportunities we have with Wine and Whiskers. You feel
It's
good
great. I
about
love
that?
this software. Yeah, the Octria software has been fabulous. It's
Yeah, it's
got
awesome.
so many features.
Yeah, and then the other thing is you can always star items, right? So I encourage people when they first run through, they're not sure, maybe they have a budget, maybe they don't, who knows? But you see items that you like, click that star because you can go back and search just for the items you've starred. So then
Uh-huh.
you can decide what to place bids on, right?
Right.
So that is awesome. All right. We're so excited to have this going. Now, Barb, before I dive in too far here, uh, I want to uh, I want to also pick a couple of items that you think are really cool that you and Rick are not bidding on. Okay.
Not
So
bidding.
every now and then I'll ask this question of my host and they'll give me, oh, I'm bidding on this. I'm like, no, 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 don't tell anybody that because they're going to bid against you. Right. So give me a couple of highlights you like.
Well, like that one in front of you, you have a couple of those. We have these fused pendants that a
Oh,
neighbor,
okay.
we know the man, the artist that made those, and they're really beautiful when you see them in person.
Wow.
They're really gorgeous. He makes just fantastic fused art.
That's
Um,
cool.
yeah, and then of course there's many opportunities on the auction for wine and wine tasting. That's always fun.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
and then we have the most beautiful handmade, professionally made quilts. We have about three of them this year, which
Oh,
are
I see it
just
right here.
like that one I just love.
That's
Um,
gorgeous.
yeah, I mean, it's the work that went into these is just incredible. So I love that we have so many different kinds of items. It's not just all pets, it's all, all kinds of different things. So I think people can find something that might interest them.
Absolutely, they can. Absolutely, they can. And it's just like how many animals y'all take care of there at the shelter.
Yeah,
There's so many, such diversity in all the different, whether it's cats, dogs,
exactly.
young, old, the whole deal. So it's only appropriate that you would have a online auction that is, curated with so many different options to appeal to so many different folks.
Oh,
It's
right. I
awesome.
mean, we do have some things for animals, like there's a pet basket or for dogs.
Well, I got this a
There's
couple of years ago.
the
One of
cat
my clerks,
tree.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they're all over getting. They love the cat tree. Yeah.
Yeah, there's
And you got
oh
some practical things here too, right? Like,
right, like
some
three
work at
quarter
Newberg Tire.
minus load of rock delivered. Now,
Yeah.
I know who's going to bid on that, but I
Well, we're
mean,
not going to tell anybody.
it's all over the map, really. We
Yeah.
have just a lot of different things, so it's fun. It's fun to have
Yeah.
all
This is just
restaurants,
phenomenal. You got dinner restaurants, you got
right?
custom made confectionaries. I call that cupcakes, but I think it's much more than a cupcake, it looks like to me.
We've got
But you've also got tickets to the Oregon
right,
Jamboree. What a cool deal. I mean,
right,
and
yeah,
Mary Hill, not just the Dundee Valley, but you've got other places. And Trellis, one of my favorite restaurants right there in
right.
Newberg, is what a fabulous place. Yeah, that is
There's
awesome.
things for the kids, Bullwinkle, and also there's a really cool TV F&R basket where they just give the kids, like a hat and all kinds of things in that basket.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. La
there's
Sierra. I wouldn't miss
oh yeah,
stopping. I mean, if it's either Old Town Bar and Grill or La Sierra, one of the
or
two.
trellis.
Yeah, yeah, or Trellis. Yeah, yeah. I almost have to stay overnight. So,
Well, you might
yeah,
win that other one.
you never know. You never know. And
And
hey,
lots
we've
of
also
wine.
got wine cellars, and
Yes.
we've got some incredible packages. Hey, I know we've got quite a few viewers right now, and I want to make sure they know. Be sure to say hello in the chat. Any comment in the chat will be entered into our drawing to win a $25 Amazon gift card a little later in the program. So jump in there, say hello.
Be sure
Be
and
sure to
type
ask any
something.
questions. Yeah, yeah. Let us know if you have any questions. We'd be happy to answer them. That would be fantastic.
So they do
Uh,
need to enter something in writing to be qualified
yeah,
for the Amazon card, right?
yeah, yeah. For today, yes, for today's
For-
drawing, they have to
Oh,
type something in the chat. So
yeah. Uh, that's another
okay.
thing we want to talk about. Maybe we're doing that
It's
later.
on there. Yeah, I've got it on there. In fact, I was about to move to that, so I'm just going to let
Okay.
you do. Before I do
Well,
that, though, before I do that, Barb,
yeah,
I do want to share with people that if they're coming next week, they can check out what's going to be available both in our online, our silent auction. There's some cool packages here, roughly 25, 30 packages, I think is where you ended up.
yeah.
And you're only bidding against the people in the room at that point. So it could be some deals to be had. And then we also want to draw attention to our live auction. You guys have a wonderful live auction. I can't wait to see this bountiful barrel. I know that is getting worked on as we speak,
Yes, we don't
but
have the
that's going to
picture.
be a really cool deal.
Yes, and
And we got Dylan's guide service, and you can't say enough about the Spokes dog and Spokes cat for the year, huh? Tell me about that program.
that is just a fun thing that people can bid on, and we use their pet for 1 year to do anything. We put the pet's name and bio on all of our information that goes out to everyone. Anytime we need like a mascot on our newsletter or something, we try to use the spokes dog and the spokes cat first.
Well, and
And
that comes with some photography from the one and only Lori
yes,
Ackerman, and
yes,
Lori
it's
is a huge supporter of the shelter.
oh my gosh, Lori is
Yeah,
wonderful. And Lori will be there that evening and we will we're just so happy to have her support. She takes the most incredible photographs of our
she
animals.
she, she does
Uh,
amazing work, and she's just such a
yeah,
special individual. We're so
right,
appreciative to Lori
right.
Ackerman for all her
So
kind work. But it wouldn't be Wine and Whiskers without without an instant cellar there. 24 bottles with a wine cooler. How good is that, right?
yeah, the wine cooler is so cool. It's I forgot the measurements, but it's like 3 feet high. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Um, and we also have an original oil from Ramona Youngquist. Ramona is a huge Newberg Animal Shelter supporter, and
that's
she's
awesome.
such a great artist, and her work is known all over the country. I mean, she has work in galleries from the East Coast to the West Coast. So we're
Wow.
always so excited to have one of her pieces.
Yeah.
So we have
And
another
we're going
one
to
that,
sell that in the live auction. So that's going to be
yeah.
great. And then we have a 7 nights in a Maui condo.
We have a
That's going to be a
Maui trip.
blast.
That would be just awesome. It was so great of these people to donate it.
Yeah,
Anyone
yeah.
that
You
wants
just
to
need
go,
your real ID by then. You won't.
yeah,
You don't need your passport for this one, but you do need your
right,
real ID, right? So,
right,
yeah,
right.
this is going to be awesome. And Barb, before I interrupt you, we were talking. You were going to share with us our friends at First Federal have stepped up to the plate and made a $500 Amazon gift card available uh,
Yes.
through our raffle this year. And this is new to the event this year. We're
This is
so
brand new. We've never done a raffle like this. So we are selling only 100 tickets at $20 each. So you have a really fairly good chance of winning, depending on how many tickets you buy.
that's a
Um,
lot better than the Oregon Lottery, I can tell you
right,
that.
right.
Yeah.
And a $500 Amazon card is going to the winner, and that will be picked. Am I right, Patrick? It's the day before the auction.
Yeah, we're
So,
going to do it on we're going to do a little quick live stream on Facebook and on the auction website just like this one actually.
right,
And we'll do that on May 16th. That is next Friday at 5
right.
o'clock. So let's look because it always tells us I think we only have 40 tickets left. Yeah, only
Yeah,
40 tickets left. So if you want all 40, you'd have really good odds, right? So
yeah, you
jump in
would.
here and get those tickets while you can. Uh, that would be awesome. That would be fantastic. What a cool opportunity. And thanks, a big shout out to our friends there in First Federal.
Yeah,
Right
First
there
Federal
in
is
Main
our
Street, right
great
there in
supporter.
right downtown Newberg, making a difference in their community. We appreciate all their support for sure. Now, as we have talked so much about uh, the upcoming event there, Barb, tell me a little bit about the event. Doors open at 5.
Doors open at 5. We will have hors d'oeuvres, and there's wine, of course, at Wine and Whiskers. And then
Absolutely.
you'll have until 6 to look at all the silent auction items. And then we also have some fun things going on in addition, like a wine pull, a wine wall. So there's really wonderful wine on there. They're $30 a bottle or 2 for 50.
Yeah.
And you kind of just get what you get, but they're all valued at $30 or more. They're all fine wines.
Awesome.
Um,
Awesome.
we also have mystery boxes again this year. The wonderful Edie from Ken and Daughters always donates a fabulous piece of jewelry. This year it's a pair of just gorgeous black diamond, and surrounded by gold diamond or regular diamonds. So one of the items is that. One is a case of wine, a full case. Then we have some smaller bags of 2 bottles of wine. So you have 5 chances to win something. And those that don't win at least get a piece of C's chocolate, which is always really good.
That's
Those will
awesome.
be sold too. And then we just will have the hors d'oeuvres will be available until I think 6:15, and then we will have dinner at 6:30.
Well,
So
I'm
it's very
excited.
fun.
I'm excited about our MC this year. Chris Tabish will be
Yes,
coming up
we
from
have.
the Bay Area, a wonderful comedian,
Yeah,
and has performed there in Newberg a couple of times, as I understand it, or in the region. And I've had
he
the
has.
opportunity. Yeah, I've had the opportunity to visit with Chris on a Zoom call here a while back, and what a dynamic individual and really a cool guy. I think it's going to add a lot to the event to have his personality there with me.
Yeah, it'll be fun. He's a comedian, a stand-up comic, so he ought to add a lot of laughs.
That's
Not that we
perfect.
don't have them anyway, but I think
Yeah, that'll be awesome. And our friends at Caballero Catering are doing the meal that
yes,
night, so it'll be
yes,
fantastic dining experience.
right.
And we've got the golden button again. I mean, there's just so much going on. And I have to give a shout out to Professor Nathaniel Ankeny from George Fox. I know Nathaniel from the Sherwood Band Boosters program, where he does some directing on their program, and it's just a dynamic individual. He's put together a little trio, and they're going to be playing during the social
Yes,
hour also.
yeah, he's great. I mean, we're just so lucky to have such collaboration from Fox or George Fox and the Cultural Center. It's just a fun community event.
Yeah, no, it is, and that's what that's the one thing I love about it. We talk about wine and whiskers, and I think about there is really something for everybody. Barb, if you're a fan of animals and you want to make a difference in your community, don't miss out. Be at
Right.
Wine and Whiskers. You can still get tickets. They are still available, but they're going fast, right? So
Yep, yep.
jump on the website at wineandwhiskers.org. Okay, if you're not on there with us right now, you're on Facebook or one of the other outlets. Go to wineandwhiskers.org, and you can get your tickets today and be a part of this event. There's even a dessert dash,
Yes,
Barb. So
that's been fun.
yeah, I mean, I don't even know how we get it all into this program, from raffles, from our friends at First Federal. We got Ken and Daughters mystery boxes. We got a wine wall. We got Chris Tabish. I mean, it's the golden button. Music from Professor Ankeny. It just goes on and on and on. It's just a fabulous event you guys
Right.
put together. This is the 10th annual one. And if you're not at the 10th one, you can't be ever at the 10th one again. So
Yep.
get on there and get your tickets now. And if you can't be there, folks, there's so many ways to support the animal shelter. Get involved with that First Federal raffle for the $500 Amazon gift card. You can also make a difference, make a donation today if that's something you would like to do. I know that the shelter would be very, very appreciative.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the cost of taking care of these animals, you never know what you're going to run into, do you, Barb?
No,
When
we
you
have
guys
all
come into
kinds.
contact. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's so many things that you need to be paying attention to. So, Barb, I'm going to ask our guest if there's any questions, drop them in the chat. If you haven't dropped in the chat, make sure that you do, because I'm only got a few more seconds here, and we're going to do our drawing for our $25 Amazon gift card. And it's
Thank you to those of you listening, and please join us. And thank you for supporting Newberg Animal Shelter.
Absolutely. All right, let's go ahead and do our drawing. Okay, we had 4 people jump in the chat, and here we go. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? See some recognizable names there. Looky there, Burl
Earl
Borst.
Borst.
Yeah, we will reach out to Beryl and get him all taken care of. Barb, I can't
That's
thank
great.
you enough for your incredible generosity.
Oh,
and
thank you, Patrick.
The honor to be a part of your event every year. I look forward to Wine and Whiskers and working with your entire team. I can't wait to see Rick and Jan and Kay and Deb and the whole team.
Yeah.
It's going to be a wonderful event.
Well, thank you, Patrick. And I have to say, if any of you need an auctioneer, Patrick is your guy. He's great.
Oh, you're so sweet. I didn't even. You maybe you're going to win the gift card today. No, that's awesome. Thank you so much for the kind words.
All right.
Hey, friends, I can't wait to see you at Wine and Whiskers. If I don't see you there, make sure I see your name bidding high, bidding often, and supporting this wonderful cause. Have a great day, everybody.
Great. Thank you, everyone.